I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am fertile. My fertility goddess. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn goddesses. Welcome to your fertility zodiac check-in reading. We are going to look at the current energy surrounding your journey to baby, as well as what may be upcoming and anything else your spirit baby wants to share with you. Welcome to my channel, my fertility goddess. I am also my fertility goddess, or Janessa. And I'm so glad that you guys are here. Welcome, welcome back. Make sure you join the family by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already loving the vibes, hit the thumbs up. So we are going to start with our Scorpio goddesses today. We ended off with Libra in our series. So we're going to start with Scorpio, and then we're just going to go down the line. Okay, so Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio goddesses or gods, if you feel called to listen to this video. Let's get started. Okay, let's see what messages the divine has for you today. All right, my beautiful Scorpios. All right, Spirit. Scorpio goddesses and gods. What is it that they need to hear today in regards to their journey to baby? What is the energy surrounding their journey to baby? What is upcoming? What is happening for my Scorpio? Scorpio. Thank you. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. Pull this down some. Ooh, too many. I did just see the Star card though, so there's some healing happening here. I'm hearing seeds are being planted. Okay, seeds are being planted with this 10 of Wands. Ooh, yes, look at that confirmation. Wow. I feel like some of you guys may be in your 2-week wait, or you may be finding out that you're pregnant very soon. Hummingbirds could be a confirmation of this, maybe even chessboards, chess pieces. The reason why I was saying planting seeds is because on this card, hopefully you guys can see that he is actually dropping seeds into the ground there, okay? And then with the Knight of Cups being present, this is a very nurturing card. This is a card that represents like taking action based on what you're intuitively feeling called to do, based on what your heart is leading you to do. And then with the Ace of Wands here, this is a very fertile card. Whenever I see the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, even the Ace of Swords, or especially Ace of Pentacles too, so I guess all the aces, I really feel this fertile energy. But my favorite is the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles. Those are my favorite because such high fertile energy. Now, especially with the Ace of Wands, because there's such a strong energy of fast movement, fast growth, fast opportunities are approaching, right? For you to conceive, if you are approaching your fertile window or in your fertile window, then this is a great time to be baby dancing, okay? Because I feel such a divine energy of fertility around you. Some of you guys will be conceiving in the spring or finding out that you're pregnant in the spring. I am in the US of A, and it is springtime for us. We're in the month of April. So March, April, May is spring. So those seasons or those months could be significant for you, March, April, May. Or the next 3 months, okay? Because whenever I see an ace, it also indicates that the next 3 months will be very significant to conception, a big change, maybe a big action that's taken. Maybe you're going to be pursuing an action that you have been like really feeling intuitively drawn to take. So you're going to implement an idea, start taking action on it, right? Taking passion inspired action on it. But I mean, the overall energy that I'm feeling here from my beautiful Scorpios is you're in a very fertile period, okay? I'm hearing the ground is ripe, aka your womb, okay? Your womb is a fertile ground at this time, and it is ripe. It is ready for implantation, okay? Baby's ready to implant into your womb. For some of you guys, you have two little ones around you, a boy and a girl. They may be trying to come at the same time, or they may still be debating like what they want to, or I was gonna say what they want to be. So it could be that if you're pregnant, your baby's soul, or like if you're near conceiving, your baby's soul may still be trying to decide if they want to be a boy or girl in the physical, or if you are what is it? Whether you're currently pregnant or you're finding out you're pregnant soon, I feel like you have a baby boy and a baby girl spirit baby, and they were like debating like who was gonna come first if they're not coming together. Okay, there's like that energy. Girl kind of looks like she's winning, to be honest. She's a little higher, a little above, like she's I don't know. But then the blue one's kind of like closer to the trees, like making the marks. I don't know. I don't know. It could be either or. There's a race here. Let's see what else we have here. Let's get one more card for my Scorpios about the current energy. I'm hearing don't worry, okay? Wow, with the Page of Swords, so powerful. So if you've been worrying about your journey, maybe you've been in your head a lot, I'm hearing get out of your head, okay? Get out of your head and move into your heart. Whether this is your cycle or not, you are heading in a direction that is leading to fertility or leading towards, for those of you guys who are healing, leading to a full-on fertile body. For those of you guys who are trying to conceive, actively trying to conceive, and you're like, there's nothing that I've been working on or healing from, then this is you conceiving, okay? The Page of Swords does represent like difficulty. So you could have been trying to conceive for some time, or you may just like, I'm almost hearing like you're making things up as you go. So you're like, there's no way like this could be my cycle. There's a lot of like, intrusive thoughts that are flooding your mind, I feel, at this time. And so doing things to counteract that, like living in the moment, right? Like doing mindfulness activities, reminding yourself where you are currently right now in this second will be very helpful for you shift when it comes to shifting your mindset back into your present moment. Okay. Yeah, the Page of Swords is like it's like, okay, I'm ready for I'm ready for whatever, right? Whatever it is, when it comes, I'll handle it. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to approach your journey with that energy. For some of you guys, you're thinking that this is your cycle, but it won't be, right? Of course, this is collective, so every energy is different. But I feel with the Page of Swords, like you may get some news that you really don't want or that you weren't expecting that may not be the greatest. Okay, I want to look at the bottom of the deck to see what we have here. Knight of Pentacles, yeah, and there's like a new direction, or I feel like no, not a new direction. You're gonna do the same thing, but I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles spirit saying things are just going a little slower than you would have liked, right? We always are like, this is my cycle, this is my cycle, this is my cycle, which I say there's nothing wrong with that, right? I say keep saying this is your cycle. You are pregnant unless otherwise it's proven, okay? Act as if, right? But also, there I feel like for some of you guys with the Knight of Pentacles here, there and the Page of Swords, there may be some news that comes in that rocks your boat a little bit, right? The happiness boat, if you will. And it may bring you down to earth a bit. And when that happens, okay, if that is your story, because do not adapt this and be like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get my positive pregnancy test. No, I don't want you guys to take that with you, because then you start shifting your mind into that way, and that's not helping the intrusive thoughts, right? But I do want you to stay grounded, and I feel like Spirit wants you to stay grounded as well with this Knight of Pentacles energy. There is a need for you to ground yourself into the present moment and also be very practical when it comes to your journey to baby. Like if you are feeling like if you're trying to conceive, then take action like as if you are, right? Like do things that make sense when it comes to getting pregnant, baby dancing, tracking your cycle, or knowing your fertile window, right? Making sure that you're tending to your body and nurturing your body, making sure you're eating the foods that are going to be supportive of fertility, and yada, 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 right? There's so many different things, and everyone is going to be doing something different because you're going to be following your heart, right? And leading, allowing your intuition to lead. But I do feel like with all of this energy here, Spirit is also saying, especially with the Ten of Wands, like you are at the end of a very long cycle. Like you're at the end of a very long road. It is coming to a close. Okay. I feel like things are shifting into a space of ease. And with this Page of Swords energy here, I'm hearing that you are strong enough you have made it through so far. So you can definitely make it through this next phase. Okay, whatever this is for you. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, for some of you guys, I do want to mention I am not a physician, so I'm not saying that, I'm not diagnosing or saying anything that's medically related, but I do want to state with this Page of Swords, I feel like some of you guys are going to get your positive pregnancy test, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to schedule your doctor's appointment and you're going to get blood work done. Okay, I feel like this sword energy is representing blood work, and your numbers may be a little bit lower than expected. So there may be like a roadmap or a plan that is created by your doctor, your physicians, or you could already have this plan in place. So make sure, if your doctor's ever said, Once you get that positive test, give me a call. Make sure you give them a call, okay? Make sure that they're aware that you're pregnant so that you can, implement this plan. For some of you guys, this may be like taking progesterone. Maybe you have low progesterone, or that's something that you want to get tested for as soon as you get that positive pregnancy test, okay? So I do feel that as well. All right, let's see what else we have coming through for my beautiful Scorpios today. We're going to look at the overall energy using my fertility tarot deck, and all of the decks I'm using in today's reading I will make sure to list down below in the description box for you. So if you're wanting to use them for yourself or for your own community, then you can. Okay, so let's see here from my fertility tarot. What do we have coming through for you? Queen of Swords. It says strong communication skills and clear thinking. Fertility health coach. Yeah, I think working with like a fertility health coach, especially a mindfulness coach, would be so powerful for you at this time. It says that even if it's virtual, okay, having someone to talk to and like helping you get out of your head when you're in your head, like I feel like that'll be really helpful. It says set aside personal biases. Yes. Yes, personal biases, fears, or desires in order to assess your situation accurately. A time to be honest with yourself. And that's that like taking a grounded approach or having a grounded approach energy. Approach your journey with rationality, logic, and clear understanding of the facts. Use wisdom and inner strength from past experiences. Release repressed emotions through Reiki healing. That is also a really great idea. And then we have possible single parents. So that, of course, is not going to resonate with everybody. But with the single parent energy, I actually made this deck here. And the reason why I put single parent on the Queen of Swords is because she's a very independent energy. She's a very independent soul. She does things on her own. Most of the time, she is a truth seeker. So if you think about like a independent parent or it doesn't even have to be a single parent, just someone who's very like off to the side to themselves. Even if they are married or in a relationship, they're usually doing everything, right? They're usually like they know everything, they're doing everything, they're playing both roles sometimes, right? If there is no other parent in the picture. And so what I feel here is like with the single parent, there's like this single parent energy as well here, where I feel like Spirit is saying like you don't have to do this alone, because you may be feeling like you're in this alone, or when you're in your head, when you're having these thoughts, you're like, no one's going to understand. And Spirit is saying, no, that's not true, especially with the fertility health coach here. Like you're being encouraged to reach out, communicate with others, have strong, clear communication with others. I feel here, whether it's a friend, family members, or a physician. Okay. And then we actually have three. So I'm going to pull all three. We have a Ten of Swords. So it says mental breakdown. Parenthood may not be attainable in the way you had hoped. Tend to your health before it worsens. Feeling exhausted, defeated after facing obstacles, feeling abandoned by fate. Your darkest moment holds potential for transformation and renewal. And that's exactly what I was saying. Like this is what what is it? The status of your mind. Okay, that I was picking up on. So definitely reach out for others or to others when you're feeling this way, when you're in your head. Okay. I feel like this parenthood may not be attainable in the way you had hoped. It's two things. I feel one, you like what Spirit said earlier, you guys have gone through quite a bit in your journey to your baby. And so maybe you've had to make some tweaks along the way, right? Especially with the Ten of Wands, I feel like you've had to carry a lot, right? Which is where that independent energy comes from. But also, this is a fear of yours. This is one of the fears that Spirit is saying. Set aside personal biases, fears, and desires, of course, because you want to have a clear mind. But and also the Queen of Swords, she's someone who's above the clouds in the traditional Rider Waite. Like her throne sits in an area where her head is above the clouds. So she's able to see clearly, think clearly. She wants the truth and nothing but the truth. And so I feel like this is something that Spirit is like really wanting you to not have rose-colored glasses, so that you're able to see things as they approach you. So you know when to do things and when not to do things. That's a part of that intuitive action, right? But I feel like that's a big fear for some of you guys, that you're like, I may not be able to conceive naturally, or I may not be able to do this. Like there's all these different things. So like I said before, like that mindfulness, those mindfulness practices, and also reaching out and having, maybe hanging out with your friends for the next couple of weeks, right? So keep your mind off of things and get out of that energy may be really helpful. Okay. And look at that. Ace of Cups, you guys. I said I love the Ace of Cups. It says emotional new beginning, increased fertility. Any fertility struggles will soon improve due to luck and hard work. And there's that hard work with the Ten of Wands. possibly pregnant, or will be soon. I told you guys. It says, embrace the opportunity for your desires of a child to be fulfilled. That means believe, okay? Remain emotionally open and receptive to new connections, and this is a chance for a fresh start, okay? Some of you guys are having, some of your intrusive thoughts are surrounding like, oh, this is going to be just like, oh my gosh, you guys got the Ace of Pentacles too. But this is like, I was saying that some of your thoughts are like, oh, this is just going to be just like last time. That this is just like last time. This is, and that is so not true. Okay. You also have the number 1 here, the number 10, number 11 is showing up. 111 could be significant for you. And there's another one. Okay. Definitely 111. It says possible new pregnancy. Taking action now will lead to growth, but you must water and nurture the seed once it is planted. And you guys, this is exactly what Spirit was talking about when they're like, do things that make sense when it comes to getting pregnant, nurture your body, water the seed, take care of your womb, right? If your womb is the ground, right? The fertile ground, the seed is your baby, then nurture that seed. Make sure you're taking your prenatal vitamins, you're staying hydrated, you're keeping your womb warm. You may be wearing socks if you believe in that. Do the things that you're being advised to do by your healthcare professionals and your herbalists and healers, and your own intuition, right, to help nurture your womb. It says a favorable time for conception, the start of a new phase in family life, implantation, which we talked about already, a time for successful fertility treatments, prosperity, and abundance. You guys have all the good cards, okay? Let's see what we have coming through with Hi Mama. We're going to get 2 Hi Mama cards today for you, for my Scorpios. What are their messages do you have for your mama? Perfect. We have, hi mama, please work on healing your childhood wounds. Okay. I feel like for some of you guys, this is your wounds surrounding trauma when it comes to either childbirth, previous pregnancies, when it comes to just trying to get pregnant. Like there's some trauma there that I feel like your little one is wanting you to heal. And I also feel like there's something, I'm being shown a band-aid. So some of you guys could have just slapped a band-aid over something that needs to actually be worked through. Or some of you guys are actually, I'm hearing an emotional bleed. So you're like bleeding, like emotionally you're bleeding. I know that's such a triggering word. I am so sorry. Let me just say trigger warning. I'm not talking about actual bleeding, but like from your heart. I'm seeing like a heart that's like bleeding. And to me, that's pain, right? There's pain there. It's been cut. It's been stabbed in the heart, stabbed in the back. Once again, like things are not going to go as I wanted them to. Like I've had this heartbreak before. And so I feel like this is why there's something like maybe you slapped a band-aid over it. And you know what, you guys? I totally get it, because I've actually had this conversation with my fiance before. I've said like, I think it is so crazy how us women, we have like maybe Mm, some of us, like we have anywhere from 7 to 14 days to kind of get it together before another like ovulation period appears and it's time to get pregnant again. You know what I mean? Like emotionally, mentally, like that is no time, especially if you're on your journey to baby actively and you're like, you know what I mean? Like I just stopped mourning a chemical, right? Or I mean, you didn't stop mourning, but it's like, okay, now is another chance to get pregnant. You know what I mean? Like we jump into this, our cycles are so back to back that we jump back into this, whether we are mentally or emotionally ready or not. We're just like, okay, my body's physically ready. Let me just do it. Right. And so I feel like some of you guys have just kind of just been going along for the ride, and your baby is bringing up like some emotional wounds that may have not been properly acknowledged. Okay, acknowledge. So acknowledge those. Take time to grieve. Take time to cry. I was actually talking to a client yesterday. I think I had a live call with this client yesterday, and we were talking about how when you cry, that's like, I see that as tears melting from the heart, right? Or tears or ice, I'm sorry, melting from the heart so that it can beat again, so that it can live again. So cry it out, feel those emotions. It is totally normal, and it's actually healthy to do so. So let's go ahead and get your last Hi Mama message. Look at that. Surrender. Yes, surrender is a big part of our conception journey. And I'm chuckling because I had two live calls yesterday. On one, we talked about the heart and the frozen ice. And then on the other one, we talked about surrender. And I'll share a little message from her baby. And her baby told her, gave her a new perspective on the word surrender. Let me see if I can remember it. What was it? Instead of surrendering, her little one said, shoot, I can't remember, but hopefully I remember as I talk about it. But basically, shifting the word surrender around so that there's an adjustment, right, to what that means for you. You have a new perspective on surrender. I feel like that'll make it easier for you to surrender. Okay. I hope that makes sense. I wish, oh, you know what? I do remember what page. Let me look, guys, because this is definitely worth it. Let me look in the book really quick and see because I remember what page it was on. Yes, I turned right to it. It was the moth spirit, number 39, surrender now. And her baby has said, let me see. Moth spirit can be intense and honesty about your own compulsive tendencies is needed right now. Uh, 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 uh. Mm. I still can't remember. Oh, moderation. There we go. Thank you. I'm like, I know it's in here. Moderation, you guys. Okay, so that's another word that you can replace it with surrender because to surrender is really to release, right? And let go of doing things in excess, which is what the Ten of Wands is about, right? I'm doing all the things like let me release and let go. So your little one is saying around the time of you conceiving and them coming into your life, you will be in this space, more of a space of flow and surrender or doing things in moderation. Okay, so I hope that helps somebody. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this one, even though it came out so quick. I feel like this is your message. So we have, can you hear me? Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and listen. Okay, so your spirit babies are talking to you. They're saying, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and please listen, mama. Okay, let's get two more messages from your little one to close out your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here. And make sure you listen to your, what is it? Your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign to get a full picture of your fertility journey at this time. Okay, we also have, you are healed. Wow. And it's time to let go. There is that surrender energy. For some of you guys, I feel like you are oh, okay. I'm hearing also with the band-aid analogy, I'm hearing like some of you guys keep ripping the band-aid off, which is then like tearing the scab off. And then that scab is making the wound bleed again. But spirit is saying like you're healed. Like it's time to let that concept of yourself go because you're no longer in that phase of your journey. You've healed beyond that. And now you're in this phase of new creation. Okay. 222 on the time, 2222 actually. So I am going to leave it there. Actually, I lied. I have one more message because it's on the bottom of the deck and I have to share. It says, but what if this is the cycle you conceive me? So baby's like, well, what if this is it, mama? What if this is it? Okay. Not what if I don't, this isn't it. What if I get my cycle? What if, no, but what if this is it? Okay. So they want you to sit with that message. All right. I'm done now. All right. Beautiful Scorpios. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius goddesses and gods. Welcome to your fertility zodiac check-in reading. We're going to dive straight into your messages. But before we do, I just want to say, if you are feeling called to connect deeply with your baby at this time, check out the free guide that I have for you down in the description box. It is called Love Notes from Baby, and I think you will love it. Once again, it's totally free. And it has a little ritual in it. So just check it out if you feel called to. Okay. All right, my beautiful Sagittarius. Are you guys excited? Are you excited? I'm excited for your reading. So let's just dive into it now and see what Spirit wants to tell you about what is happening in your journey to baby at this time, what's coming, and any other advice Spirit has for you right now. This is timeless. So whenever I find you, it is meant to find you. Okay, and help guide you through your journey. So let's see here, my Sagittarians. We have the Hierophant. Ooh, Taurus season is significant immediately. I heard that. Some of you guys may have went to the zoo recently, or you've been really cuddly with an animal or your pet, something like that. You've been wanting a pet. You have a pet on your mind. Ooh, I love it. Nine of Wands. Wow. Wow. You guys are so in tune with this current energy. And that's your energy too, the Nine of Wands. Wow, you guys. I am in shock. We have the Sun and we have the Queen of Cups, y'all. Okay, check it out, y'all. I love it. Okay, let's get into this energy. What's going on? I feel like this week, or this week. All right, I guess I'm doing a weekly reading for you guys. We have the Justice card on the bottom of the deck. I'm just kidding. This is still timeless. The reason why I said this week is because the week that I'm recording this, so in our Spirit Baby Nursery, which is our Patreon community, I actually do weekly guidance readings from the babies. And this week we actually got the Nine of Wands and reverse, okay? And there was a big theme about letting things go, letting things fall away that feel overwhelming. And I feel like that's exactly what you guys are doing. Also, we're in Taurus season. We just entered Taurus season a couple of days ago as I'm recording this. So that's why I was like, wow, you guys are so aligned with the current energy. And this is why I feel, I mean, then the Sun and the Queen of Cups just came out and confirmed that. So the Sun is showing me that this is like, you're not just in alignment with like the current energy, you're in alignment with your energy. The Sun, I feel like, is representing like you are the light. I'm seeing the light as like your soul. Okay. You are letting anything at this time in your journey to baby fall away that is not in alignment with your soul, which is why I'm hearing some of you guys are having like an internal battle. And that's okay. Okay. I feel like you're meant to listen to this reading so that you'll know that what's going on. Okay. Because your soul wants you to feel grounded. You want to feel grounded, but the world around you may be directing you into a different space, energy, like telling you something different, right? Like, hey, if you want to get pregnant, you got to baby dance every other day. Like that may not be in alignment with your soul. Your soul may be saying, hey, we're not like that. We get tired, you know? I get tired. I get wore out. Or maybe your partner's like, we can't do every other day. I'm sorry. We did it last month and the month before. I can't do it this month. Right. So I feel like anything that just does not feel in alignment for you, you are being called to let it fall away. And the way that the Nine of Wands is, the fact that it's upside down, like I feel like I'm seeing like all of these wands just kind of falling into the ethers, and the one wand that you're holding is that one thing that you're going to hold on to because it's the one thing that makes sense. Okay, like that's what I'm feeling here. The Sun card shows me that you're going to be stepping into, if you're not already, in a space of so much more joy, happiness, bliss, fertile energy. I'm hearing a higher frequency. Some of you guys are experiencing spiritual enlightenment right now. There's a lot of awareness. Your crown chakra is being activated. Your clairaudient abilities are becoming stronger. So are your clairvoyant abilities and claircognizant abilities. And I feel like your spirit babies are also communicating with you through your clairaudience. And also, I'm hearing telepathy. Um, yeah, I'm hearing telecommunication. So this to me is like telepathy. Okay, I feel like it's telepathy. I don't know, but I am hearing very loudly telecommunication. Just never heard that phrase before. But they're communicating through the okay, maybe it's a television, maybe you're seeing movies, shows, commercials that are like reminding you of your baby, or you're seeing like Huggies commercials or different things that are like baby related, and you're like, oh, look at the baby, oh, I will get that for my baby. Okay, but there's something about that too. But also they're saying tele is through the ethers or through I have no idea if this is true, y'all, but I'm assuming this is what I'm hearing for the babies. I'm hearing tele is through the ethers. It's like through the energetic communication line. So they're communicating to you energetically. And with the Queen of Cups, look at you. Like I'm hearing like the song, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. Okay, she's feeling herself here. She's like, yes, I am so proud of myself for going from where I was to where I am. Okay. You guys are at a space in your journey to baby where you are supposed to feel very grounded. So trust all the shifts and changes that may be happening around you, the things that may be falling away, the people that may be stepping away. You may have to change your doctor's office. You may have to You may go to your doctor's office and expect to see one doctor, but they're not there anymore, and you have to readjust real quick. Okay. You may be stopping certain vitamins. You may go to order and they're gone. Like the company's not making them anymore. Or I feel like there's just like things that are unexpected that may be happening in your journey to baby at this time. Let them. Spirit is saying, don't fight it. Don't say, oh no, no, I need that. I have to have that. That's the best. No, because Spirit's like, I have a better best. I have another and a better best for you. Okay. Because right now I feel like, especially my girlies and my guys as well. I don't know what to call my guys. I was gonna say my guys, but no, my goddesses and my gods. I feel like you guys, especially if you have been like really in tune with your spirituality, you've been fine tuning things. Like I'm seeing somebody fine tuning like a musical instrument, and like that is how you've been like with your soul, your spirit. You've been very picky about the energy that you keep, the people that you talk to, like all these different things, right? The things that you watch, right? These adjustments have been being made in co-creation with the divine. Okay. And so once again, just tune into your intuition. You can trust it with this Queen of Cups energy. I feel like you guys are in a really great state to be able to make these decisions and these choices and these moves and these shifts and accept them without feeling overly emotional. Now, some things you may feel really attached to, and that's fine. That's normal. That's human, right? Especially if you've been on the journey for some time, or you've just been on the journey in general. It doesn't have to be a long time. I just feel like you're making things lighter. Okay, you're rooting yourself in. I'm seeing somebody putting their feet turning into tree roots. So you're like rooting yourself into the ground. You're doing things that make sense. Okay, with that Taurus Hierophant energy, you're doing things that make sense. You're being very practical. You're also being a bit traditional. You may be connecting with spiritual healers. I mean, you're here connecting with me and your spirit baby. So you may be turning to the more spiritual side of fertility versus the physical side of fertility. And that is actually going to help you feel a lot more grounded in the actions that you are taking and a lot more in alignment with your soul. Okay. I love it. Your soul's journey, I just heard. So that is beautiful. Um, let's see. I want to go back to the doctor with the Hierophant energy. I do feel like some of you guys may be gaining either some wisdom, some um, knowledge. So Spirit wants me to specify because somebody said the same thing. Spirit said wisdom is something that is innate, is what I heard, something that is within. Like they just have that, they just know, they have a clear knowing of it. And knowledge is something they learned out of a book. Okay, so you may be connecting with someone who has wisdom, maybe even because they experienced it themselves, or knowledge because they read something, they went to school, they're professional, like and such. Okay, um, and they're going to be guiding you, maybe through like a heart-to-heart conversation, through some form of counseling, through an appointment. Like something like that, holding your hand, okay? But my beautiful goddess and my beautiful gods, like you guys are stepping into this lighter period in your journey to baby. And I'm hearing you're meant to enjoy your fertility journey. You're meant to enjoy your journey, enjoy your path. And so you're being asked to allow yourself to do so. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what other energy we have coming through for you at this time. My beautiful Sagittarian goddesses and gods. What is it that you want them to know, Spirit, about their journey to baby at this time? We have the Seven of Swords. Discernment and honesty is needed. Yeah, this is a big time where discernment is needed for sure, and being honest with yourself. Do proper research before moving forward. Get a second opinion. Yeah, some of you guys could be getting a second opinion when it comes to your journey to baby, learning more about like different options and different things like that. Um, with the do proper research before moving forward, that's like the knowledge that Spirit was talking about earlier. But this kind of feels like a reevaluation of like, what am I doing, right? Like I was saying, you're letting things fall away that just feel overwhelming to you before you move forward. I'm seeing a lot of you guys stop. You could have went to that Ten of Wands, but you said nope, enough is enough. Okay, and it says wanting to keep fertility struggles private, okay, reluctant to addressing underlying issues, possible misinformation received. Wow. Trust your instincts, Be discerning when seeking advice and treatments. Yeah, use discernment. Okay, you know what is for you at this time and what is not. And also, some of you guys may be taking a break from your fertility journey. To be honest, with the Sun and the Queen of Cups, this also feels like flowy, fertile energy, but it almost feels like you're going on vacation, like you're just, while you're doing like this research and getting second opinions and learning about different methods of conceiving and different things like that. Maybe even some of you guys may have a procedure or like do some in between things. I feel like you're gonna be like in this state of bliss. Like there's some beautiful energy here, going to the beach, going on like a road trip, doing something that's sacred that you've never done before, going on a retreat. Like there's all these different things here I'm seeing with the Sun and the Queen of Cups that you're really gonna just be enjoying life, living is what it feels like here without a care in the world. I love it. And you could be doing that with your partner as well with the Lover's energy. Um, and I see here it says alignment, deep union, choices. Okay, some of you guys could have a twin pregnancy upcoming as well. But I really do feel like the Lovers is talking about you and your partner coming together to make this mutual decision. If you're a single parent by choice, this could just be you making this decision on your own, right? But it's mutual. It's between you and your higher self, you and your doctor. You guys, you have, like I said, thoughtful decisions and choices. Be deeply committed to building a family together. So, like, there's some deeper commitment that is coming in here, I feel, for you, but there may be a break before you guys move forward. And then the other thing that I was hearing, what was the spirit with the Lover's energy? Shoot, just as quickly as it came, it left. It left, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay, I don't know. It just came and left that quick. Let's see what else we have coming through. I'm gonna use the Hi Mama Spirit Baby Oracle deck. Spirit, if that message meant to come back, then just let it. Okay. um, let's see here. What do we have coming through from my Hi Mama? We have Hi Mama, financial investment is a big part of our conception journey. Okay. Ooh. So some of you guys may actually be moving forward with a medical procedure. So I did say procedure earlier. So you may be like doing like egg retrieval, or like, and that could be like this in between period I'm picking up. You and your partner may, I was gonna say with the Lovers, like I don't know if I said it already, but like traveling with your partner, you may be traveling with your partner, going on vacations, different things like that, doing things together. Taking the time, you're like, our baby's coming soon. Like, we made this decision to move forward with IVF or IUI or do a procedure or whatever it may be. And that I want to, okay, I don't want to jump. I was going to say that Hierophant energy, that groundedness energy could definitely be like you guys coming down to earth and being like, okay, let's really think this through. Like, in order for us to move forward in a way that is of ease for us, we need to do A, B, and C. So let's take some time to do that. It could be saving up funds, right? Maybe you need to save or get a loan, or like there's something about like financially preparing for your next step in your journey. And Spirit is saying, do that and then have fun in the in between. Okay. You guys may be traveling, like decide to travel around. I was going to say cross country, or like going to a different country, like doing something different that you're like, okay, I'm going to have to wait a good like year to do once I'm pregnant. So let's do this now. Like there's something like that coming through. Okay. And we have Hi Mama, it's time to baby dance. Now, what I'm seeing is that, and of course I'm not a doctor, so take this with a grain of salt. What I'm hearing though is if you are like taking a break and you're like, you know, um, like, you know what, we're just gonna do IUI, we're just gonna do IVF, or we're gonna save up for it, or we're gonna do this in this month. I feel like you guys are still being encouraged to baby dance, okay? Even if you're like, we're gonna do a medical procedure instead. Like Spirit is still saying, don't stop that, don't let that stop you from baby dancing, okay? Like maybe just do so out of joy, out of fun, out of enjoying each other's company, out of just being wanting to be intimate with each other. Okay, beautiful. On the bottom of the deck, we have two messages for you. The first one's, oh my gosh, I have to share all three of these, you guys. So like all three of them are in alignment with you. We have, Hi Mama, it is time to let go of self-limiting beliefs. they are no longer protecting you. Okay. So something you were saying to yourself to like protect yourself just in case things didn't work out no longer aligns with you. Stop telling yourself these lies. Okay. You are fertile. You are fertile. You are fertile. You are fertile. So say it. I am fertile. I am fertile. I am fertile. Okay. I am destined to be a mom. Sometimes we have these thoughts throughout the journey when things have been difficult. We're like, well, maybe it's not meant for me to do this. Maybe I'm not supposed to do it in this way. And maybe this, maybe that. Like, stop it, let it go, okay? We also have, hi, mama, keep going. Please don't give up, okay? So if some of you guys are thinking about giving up on the journey because it's been difficult and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to be the rich auntie. I'm just going to, be in like that independent energy, right? I'm just going to be single as in I'm not going to have any kiddos. Maybe it's not meant for me. It's not in the cards. Your baby's like, please don't give up on me. Someone needed to hear that today, okay? And your little one is also saying that they never left your side. For some of you guys, this is actually an angel baby. So you experienced a pregnancy loss, a miscarriage, okay, or stillbirth, or any other form of pregnancy loss. And for some of you guys, for someone, this is very specific, you guys. You were actually going through like the adoption process or like a fostering process and it didn't work out, but your heart was already set on receiving this child into your home. Your little one is coming through. Your spirit baby that is in spirit is saying, Mama, I'm still here. I have never left your side. Okay. So, whatever this pain is here that you're feeling, this emptiness, this lack, your little ones are saying, like, I'm still right here. Okay. For some of you guys, it's more than one little one. Okay. And this may be why you're like, you know what? I'm just not going to do this. Like, I don't want to do this. Now, for you're like, it's too painful or I don't want to do it. Maybe it's just not meant for me. Also, I'm hearing with the Queen of Wands and like that independent energy, single mom by choice. Some of you guys will do this on your own, and that's okay. Okay, that's okay. Once again, spirits that just make sure you have a make a mutual decision that includes your physical self, right? And what is best for your physical body, but also soulfully, what is in alignment for you. Okay. All right, my beautiful Sagittarius, goddesses and gods. Let's see what we have coming through as your last few messages. Thank you so much for being here and trusting me with your messages from the divine today. Let's see here. We're going to get your last few cute little cards from baby. Okay, let's see. Ooh, look at that. Listen to yourself, okay? So I'm getting this in two ways. One, baby's like, do you hear yourself? Like you're being so hard on yourself. Listen to what you're actually telling yourself. Would you ever say that to me? And then in another way, I'm hearing like you've been saying what you need to do all along, but there's fear behind it. Listen to yourself. Do it, okay? Let's see what else we have coming through here. My ears just started ringing. So your ears could have got hot or started ringing when that I said that message. Wow, look at that, you guys. I told you I was feeling an angel baby here. It says, my sibling is sending me your way. They said you have a big heart. Oh my gosh. So, I'm hearing pregnancy loss, infant loss, child loss. This little one could have a sibling that is in spirit, that is in heaven, okay? And they're sending their sibling to you, and they're like, I've been in communication with my sibling, and they said you have a big heart. You have lots of love to give to me, okay? Beautiful. And let's see, let's get one more message here. One more message. We have, I am meant to come to you in a way that is non-traditional. Okay, so there is, wow, we were talking about the Hierophant, like that traditional support. So there is definitely a way that is like maybe you've been trying to conceive naturally, and maybe there's like some sort of medical intervention needed, or there is like, you're like, okay, I'm waiting for my partner, I'm waiting for my partner to show up and then I'm going to have a baby. But instead, your partner shows up after you've already had your child. Like there could be, I don't know, these are just examples. They don't have to be your way, but there is definitely a non-traditional or a, what is it? Non-traditional or what is the other thing, spirit? Unexpected way that this baby's going to come into your life. Okay. All right, my beautiful Sagittarian goddesses and gods, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you watch your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn goddesses and gods. Welcome to your Zodiac Fertility Reading. We're going to get an update on your journey to baby, what is currently going on, what is upcoming, and anything else in between that your spirit baby wants you to know. We are going to jump straight in, but before we do, I do want to offer you to go down into my description box and click on your freebie if you haven't grabbed it already. It is a love notes ritual guide from your spirit baby. It has 3 channeled messages in it and a few other things for you to connect with your spirit baby, get to know them, and so much more. So, totally free. Check it out down below if you want to deepen your energetic connection with your baby. Okay? All right, my beautiful Capricorns, let's get started. Let's see what the overall energy is here surrounding your journey to baby. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Let's see, for my Capricorns, thank you, Spirit. What is the guidance for my Capricorns? What is happening at this time in their fertility journey? Who is not feeling satisfied with their journey, you guys? We got the 4 of Cups here. So who's dreaming? Okay, who's dream? Wow, 10 of Swords. I'm dreaming of a life where everything is easy. But Spirit says you, wow, I just heard you have the solution. Wow. The solution is within you. Now I'm hearing the song, He lives in you. Ew, ew. He lives in me. He watches over everything you see. Spirit's like, keep going, but I don't like the monetization, Into the water. I think it says into the water. He lives in you. Okay, wow. Okay, we're getting deep here. Someone needed to hear that. That, just in case you're wondering where that's from, that is from Lion King. Okay. And I can't remember is what part, but basically, I think the song is called He Lives in You. You could probably search and He Lives in You song from Lion King and listen to the whole thing. I recommend doing so and looking at the lyrics because there are definitely lyrics in there for you. Spirit is wanting you to know just how powerful you truly are. Okay. Some of you guys may have even experienced loss. Okay. Maybe you lost a baby boy. It doesn't have to be baby boy though. Okay. But we have the 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck as well. A lot of lower vibrational energy here. The 4 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Cups so far. Okay. And so some of you guys may be like missing your baby. And your little one is wanting you to know that I still live within you. Okay. Spiritually, I will never leave you. And so also, I'm just feeling like loss in general. This could be loss of a loved one. This may be loss of like self. You may just feel lost along this journey, confused, defeated, 10 of Swords, like you're ready just for this to end. It's so painful. Things are painful. And you're just like, this is overbearing, okay, for me. Your thoughts may be taking over, okay. Mentally, you may be in need of a break, emotionally as well. So this could be a good time for a break. But Spirit's strong message coming in for you right now is a reminder that the divine, God, okay, or whomever you believe in, but I believe in God, okay, lives within you. That light is still there, okay, even though there may be shadow. I'm hearing an overcast, okay, of shadow within you, surrounding you. You may be having a hard time to finding the light. Stare at this candlelight right here. This is light. This is within you in a much larger form. Some of you guys are in need of doing like a visualization where you embody you. And what I'm seeing is like someone visualizing like their solar plexus, a ball of light in their solar plexus. And with each breath, each exhale that you make, that you have, like blow it, like you're seeing yourself blowing that like on the inside of that ball of light, like it's a balloon, and making it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it fills up your whole body, until it is actually overpowering your physical body and it's going outward, pushing the darkness out of you. Okay. Now, of course, I am not a healthcare professional, a mental health professional, an emotional health professional, like none of that. Okay. So please, please, please contact a therapist, a psychologist, I don't even know, okay? I say therapist, okay? A therapist to help support you through your journey to baby at this time if you are needing one, okay? Because a tarot reading is definitely not going to be, the answer for you at this time if you're in need of a therapist. Maybe in addition, okay, to support you and to give you confirmation. But yes, okay, the divine lives within you. Therefore, you have no choice but to be a creator. You have no choice but to be a creator. I'm hearing what you are missing from your journey at this time is you loving you. You pumping yourself up, telling yourself good job. I'm so proud of you. You've seen all that you have created in this journey up until now. Once you start to see that, your perspective of yourself, of your journey will begin to shift. You will see and become proud of yourself and see all of the beautiful things that you have created in this world and see growth and abundance where you had once seen lack or felt lack even. The Four of Cups energy is someone who is like, they're a bit stubborn, okay? Can't say they're not, but they have these goals, these wishes, these dreams, these desires, these thoughts, and they are so focused on the dream world. They're so focused on the what if, and I wish this would happen to me, and why isn't this me? Why did they get their positive test and not me? There's so much into the comparison and the idea that things are bigger than them and that it's going to be hard to achieve, that they miss the call. I'm feeling like a couple of times here, okay, with the cards that we've had to move into this new space and this new direction, to have this new thoughts. But I feel like you guys are tired of this with the Ten of Swords here. You are tired. You are ready to let this go. And I'm here to say you are stepping out of you are at the end of this cycle and you are stepping into the space of creation with the Queen of Pentacles. This is you with the paintbrush, okay? I feel like some of you guys just needed that confirmation today that it's really over, okay? It's really over. Like, you are definitely moving away from this pain, whether it's anxiety, fears, heartache, whatever it is for you, okay? Disappointment, frustration, whatever it is for you, it'll be different for everybody. You're moving into this space of, you know what, I'm going to pick up this paintbrush and I'm going to make the best of what I have. I'm going to use the resources around me to make the best of my journey. And so Spirit is so proud of you. I'm hearing your baby's like, Mama, if you're not proud of yourself, I just want to tell you how proud I am of you. Okay. They're with you all the time. Okay. Once again, they live in you and through you. Okay, the divine lives in you and through you. And if they can do something for someone else, they can do it for you too. Point blank, period. Okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at that. Ten of Cups. There's your family. And there are your kiddos. Okay. Not just one, but I'm seeing two for a lot of you, maybe even more. I'm seeing three, four. And it's so funny. I was looking at this Queen of Pentacles. And I was looking at all these little stars around her, all these little dots. And I was like, oh, they're going to have a lot of kids. And Spirit's like confirming that for me with this Ten of Cups. You guys are stepping into this space of happiness, or it's approaching. If you're not there now, you're headed that way. Okay. So this is your confirmation that it's over. Okay. Spirit literally just said you're going from that Ten of Swords to that Ten of Cups. Okay. And you guys can Google this if you're not familiar with tarot and see just how much of a transformation this truly is from the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Cups. Like, you feel me? Like, this is a true transformation. Sorry, guys. I'm like so Virgo right now, where I just want things to look kind of straight. And maybe that's what you're doing too. Maybe you're trying to, like, you want things to be like a straight and arrow, like from point A to point B to point C. You're like, I don't want to go from A to F to Z, back to N, back to, like, I don't want to do all that. I just want to go in a straight line. You could be a perfectionist. You could have had things all planned out and things aren't going as planned. But Spirit is saying that this is the creator in you. Okay. I'm also hearing, and let me just emphasize, I mean, not emphasize, but like clear that up. This is a creator in you. You were destined to create. You were destined to make things spicy and um like navigational, and instead of like the art in school where it's just all one color, like you get all the whole rainbow, right? And you just use all the colors in the artwork. Your babies are definitely gonna love that. Like, I'm seeing them painting rainbows, and we have a rainbow here. So some of you guys are indeed on your journey to your rainbow baby, whether this is your little one after a pregnancy loss, or this is your little one that you've been praying for, hoping for, wishing for. Some of you guys are older in age listening to this as well, I'm hearing, and you have been like, maybe you're like, okay, well, maybe this is not, destined for me, or maybe I'm going to just have to have my, I'm going to be the auntie, or I don't know, like, my adopted grandkids, I don't know, from my friends. But Spirit is saying, like, you are going to be an older mom. Okay. Some of you guys have been feeling that, or are hoping for that. And Spirit is saying you are going to be an older mom. People may be telling you things like you are, you're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do that. And Spirit is saying, like, anything, look at that. We have the Tower here. Okay. Anything that is not destined for you is falling away. Okay. With the Tower energy, anything, and the Spirit is saying this is something that has been happening too. You've been having tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. Remember how strong your mind is, you guys, with the Nine of Swords, okay? A lot of these things you've been shaping within your reality, not everything, of course, but a lot of these things you are attracting to yourself through your energy, your thoughts, and your beliefs about what's upcoming. Spirit wants you to try to remain, or try to invite in the energy of optimism, okay? Feeling hopeful for what's to come, feeling hopeful for the future. And remember that you always have a paintbrush. This is your magic wand, okay? Your word, oh my gosh, I'm thinking about the book. I think it's a book. It's called Your Words Are Your Wand, if I'm not mistaken. And that's what I'm thinking about for you guys, because you are truly shaping with your thoughts and your words. You are shaping your world, okay? Spirit is saying, like, things things that were not stable for you, like, there were times where your foundation may not have been stable, and it wasn't the best time for your little one to come in, or little ones. I see them perched up here where they're like waiting, they're waiting to approach. We have, I think, a hawk and a squirrel. So those animals can be significant for you as confirmation. But it did not lead you to your pregnancy. I feel like with the Nine of Swords here, you have been worried. You're like, when is this happening for me, right? There has been so much like back and forth, so much zigzagging, right? So much just like, I mean, once again, you are creative and you are that zigzaggy energy, but it's not fun, right? When you want to just get straight to the point. So, like, some of you guys would be like, get to straight to the point with this reading, but it's really all of this is your message, okay? But literally, like, I feel like there's been so much fear and worry and anxiety surrounding this, and Spirit's like, I've been in the background. And I know the Seven of Swords can sometimes represent like a sneaky energy, like backstabbing, but with this message for you guys, I feel like this is your divine team. They've been in the background, behind the scenes. They've been strategizing, they've been changing things up, they've been shifting things. Also, your baby, I feel like your baby's soul, your spirit baby has been like, they are telling me right now, for someone here, I'm hearing, and I'm just heard 5555. I mean, I just saw 5555. So they are telling me that they've been also making changes along the way. And this kind of gives them a little mischievous energy, but I feel like because of what they're meant to, they're destined to experience in their own life, like they had to come in at a specific time in the timeline. And so when things are getting close, like things may shift for you, okay? Because it's a part of the plan, I'm hearing. And then look at that. This is why, okay? When things are in alignment, you will hear the news. With the judgment energy, you will be called. Your baby will be called. You and your partner will be able to call in your baby with ease, okay? You will not miss what is for you. And this little one is definitely destined for you, okay? Especially with that Ten of Cups energy. So I love that for you guys. Let's see what else we have here coming through for my Capricorns, okay? Yeah, my Capricorns, you guys are like, let's just get straight to it. I planned out my pregnancy. I planned out when I wanted to have my baby. Like, what is going on here, okay? We have the Nine of Wands. Your advice is to remain hopeful, okay? Persevere. Pursue all treatment options. Work with a specialist and see your plan through. What if the next time was a time that actually worked? The moment you have been waiting for is coming. Don't give up. Effort and energy has been invested into your fertility journey, and with continued perseverance, there is a possibility of success. Continue despite setbacks, worried about the outcome. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely the energy. You've been worried about the outcome with that Nine of Swords, and that's been an energy throughout your journey. But somebody needed to see this Ten of Cups, because this is where you're headed, okay, towards the beautiful family life, the family that you've always dreamt of, okay? Let's see what else we have here coming through for you. Let's see. For my Capricorns. We have, hi mama, taking care of responsibilities is really important. Oh my gosh. I feel like this could be why some of the shifts and changes and things that happened within your life and your journey to baby. Um, I feel like, whether this was like over a course of months, a course of weeks, a course of years for whomever who's listening, I feel like your baby is saying like there were other things that were like on the priority list, if you will. Excuse me, not just for you, but also for them, could be for your partner, and it may not have been the best time, or Spirit is not saying it may, I'm sorry. Spirit is saying it was not the best time for this little one to make their arrival. Okay. Also I'm hearing your soul contract may have like your soul, something about it's in your soul contract, or you knew about this agreement before you came to earth. But once you came to the earthly plane, if you will, there was like some like a light switch that turned on, or like some trigger that ignited you like wanting to like try, right? Maybe you fell in love with babies. I mean, who doesn't? But like there was something, maybe someone else got pregnant in the family, or someone asked you, when are you gonna have my grandkids? When are you gonna have my baby? There was something, and that put you on this path of like trying, but like it's in your soul contract. And it's crazy because she's actually holding a book right there, like she's reading. So you could have been reading all the books trying to figure it out, but the answers that you are destined to have, like they come from within, they come from spirit. Spirit is within you. You have the answers, you have the solutions, right? They're just not on paper. They're not meant to be on paper. One thing you can do though, I'm hearing, get an Akashic record reading, and that may be something, give you some answers. Okay, maybe there's like something that you were meant to do, like something very I don't know, like something that your soul was meant to create before this little one came in, potentially. Okay, maybe they're meant to see you create this through, and then like when you're older, that's when you have these kids come in. Okay, like that's someone's story. And we have this. Okay, hi mama, you deserve to experience your wildest dreams in the 3D. So your baby is like, yes, you are going to experience your wildest dreams. Okay, you are going to, if your dream is to be a mother, if your dream is to have 4 kids, whatever your dream is, your baby says you are deserving of it. Okay, you guys are handling things together, one step at a time. Okay, one step at a time. Beautiful. All right, my beautiful Capricorns, we are going to get your last few messages here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know, okay, about or what your Spirit baby has for you, okay, in regards to your last few messages. I heard pick this one up, so let's see. Keep going. Wow. Okay, your baby says, Mama, please keep going. Let's get another one. Our bond will strengthen in the winter time. Okay, so winter is significant. Now, I also feel like, okay, I also feel like the winter could also represent when, like, if you think of like winter, the trees in the winter time, they usually have like they're bare, right? It's not like a very fertile time. So winter is kind of giving me, like when people are typically saying, oh, menopause, or people are saying like you're in your winter period. I'm even hearing like crone, like the three, like it's the maiden, I think it's a maiden goddess crone, or maiden mother crone, like when you're in like this older space age. But also I'm hearing in regards to like this space mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It could also be like where you're in a down period. I think of winter like a darker season of life, right? So I feel like that is when you're I'm hearing when you have no place up, you have, what is it? I'm hearing when you have no place else to go but up. Okay, and I had to slow down to really channel that in. So it may be a slower time in your life, right? Like we were saying, you're meant to create some things on earth, maybe fast paced, and that's not when your children are meant to come in. But when you're older and things are slowing down, you have things established, your business is established, and like there's certain things like that, maybe when it's time for you to, have your full family, right? You're meant to have your family maybe. And for some of you guys, you have kids already. This is like in terms of completing your family. You're like, I'm just trying to have one more baby, or I'm just trying to, whatever it is. But it's like, and you're like, why isn't this happening? And Spirit is saying, what is it? Be gentle with yourself, because it will happen in your winter season. Okay. And let's get one more message. from the babies, from my Capricorn goddesses and gods at this time. We have meditate with me today. Okay, so your little one wants you to meditate with them, whether it's early in the day, before you go to bed, going for a walk and connecting with them in nature, but also or through art. They love art. Okay, they may show you rainbows as a sign from them as well. And then the other thing, um, that I heard is when you do meditate with your little one, you may have recently had an encounter with an energy. That was your baby joining you in your meditation. Okay. So, this is what I have for you, my beautiful Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. Definitely let me know if this resonates with you. I love reading your guys' comments and replying to them. It really makes my day. And if you have not listened to your other, like if this is your sun and you haven't listened to your moon, your rising, or your Venus sign, definitely check it out. I'll remember to put the links to the other videos down below in the description box. If I do not, then you just know they're on my channel, okay? And so far I've done, you guys are the third video. So I have done, what did I do? I started with Taurus. So I've done Taurus through Capricorn. So next we're going to do what? Aquarius. What am I missing? Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Okay, so if you're waiting for those, that's going to be the next video. Okay, sending you guys so much love and light, and of course, baby dust, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.